Hello YouTube, Simon here. If you're new to the channel, I'm the one in charge of this Aputik upcycling channel. Today we're at the land, the property. We had our first snow today for the season. It's mid-November. It's gonna melt by the end of the day, but during the week there's a forecast for more, so we'll see about that. So welcome back. Today's video is going to be about a piece of work I did back at the house, not at the land, here at the house. Last summer we did the concrete pathway between the driveway to the shed, passing in front of the new bike shed. It took a while to do. It was big work because there was a big tree stump that was in the way and it was super hard to remove. This video might be in two parts because I have lots of stuff to show you. We'll see. Yeah, about the vlog part, it's mid-November, kind of getting tired. It's better than last year. As you guys might know, I'm a high school teacher, so last year was a very hard year. This year it's better, but it's still kind of hard. We're still in a pandemic. There's all kinds of stuff that we have to do extra at school because of that. So I'm kind of mentally tired. Physically it's fine, but mentally it's kind of, it's hard. Last year I didn't do any videos between June and December. So I'm kind of happy I kept going every 2-3 weeks with a new video for you guys. I hope I can manage to keep that rhythm, even though I would like to make one every week. But like I said, mental energy is not what it used to be over the summer. So anyways, the next video you'll see after that concrete pathway, we're gonna come back to the land. You might have seen this part in other snippets of the videos we did this summer. I made a, I don't know, we call it the camp, but we cleared a little space and we made a bonfire spot and stuff and benches. So that would be the next video after the concrete pathway. So yeah, thanks for being there. I'm happy we got over 60 subscribers over the last month. We got 260 subscribers. I know it's not much, but I didn't even expect to have that much when I started a year ago. So thanks again, guys. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel to progress. Don't be shy to leave a thumbs up, a little comment on what you like, what you don't like, what I do right or wrong, and let me know. And yeah, it's nice to see you guys, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye. When we bought the house, there was nothing here on this side of the house. No fence, no pathway, nothing. So I made a pathway of gravel, and then I started making a pathway of concrete. I bought a plastic mold to make those stones, but I never finished it. So that's where what I'm doing now. I'm digging the gravel and sifting it over there to keep it, and then make it level so I can start making the concrete pathway. Here you see us putting up some geotextile. It's a plastic fabric that makes water drain but keeps the weeds growing through it. You'll see me and my son mixing concrete, and then this is the plastic mold I bought to make the stones. I used some gravel at the bottom because only doing that pathway I used some 46 bags of pre-mixed concrete, so it was a lot, so I saved a bit on the purchase by using the gravel once it was sifted.
I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think that we can stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn down. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think I wanna stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn it down.
After I finished doing the first 2 rows of the concrete mold, I filled the cracks with sand mixed with polymer that hardens, so it keeps the weeds from growing. And then I realized I needed more space for my trash bins, for working. So I'm trying to remove more dirt. That here my wife and my son are sifting.
Hello, Artemis.
And then we're gonna keep the gravel again that we're gonna use at the bottom of the concrete.
Baby our love is gonna burn it down.
After sifting the stone, the gravel, and the dirt, I was left with lots of dirt. I was not sure what to do with it, and then I realized the town had made a new sidewalk here that was about 2 inches higher than the previous one. So it was there was a gap between the ground and the sidewalk. So I put the dirt there, and I seeded some clover. And yeah, it fixed the problem with the new sidewalk. The tree stump you see here is from a cherry tree that was there when we bought the house. There were 3 cherry trees that were sick with the limbs falling and stuff like that. So during one of the winters we cut it down, but I never removed the stump. I should have removed it the next summer, because when we tried to remove it, because it was in the way for the concrete pathway, it was hard. Cherry wood is already a hard wood, but dried cherry tree is super hard. It took us many weeks to remove them on whenever we had time to work on it. And yeah, it was super hard. And then also we found those 2 big stones that are just there at the foot of my son, from my son. So we had to cut some of them too to make the pathway. At one point I went out and bought this chainsaw, but I quickly realized that it was way too, I don't know, not strong enough to cut first hardwood and then dried hardwood. The wood was so hard, it was just, I don't know, the sharpness of the blade would go away super fast, and the engine was not strong enough to cut that hardwood. And then you might have seen that I use also a Sawzall trying to cut through that stump. I had those green wood branches blades that for my Sawzall, but because of the sand, because of the hardness of the wood, it was super hard on the blades. So I went out and I bought some carbide tip blades. Same kind of blades that you find on a skill saw. So then after that, with the chainsaw and those better blades for the Sawzall, it was manageable to cut the stump into pieces. Even by sharpening the blade of the chainsaw, it would get so dull super fast because of the sand, because of the hardness of the wood. So we almost immediately abandoned the idea of using the chainsaw and kept the red blade on the Sawzall. And here my son and his girlfriend are trying to remove as much sand and dirt from the stump as they can with the pressure washer, so we can save the blades as much as we could while cutting the wood. at this point, I took out the largest ratchet strap I could find, well, that I had, and I anchored it to my car. And using the ratchet, I tried to pull on the stump so I could bring my Sawzall below it and start cutting the roots that were under it.
Hit me good. Oui, mais check. C'est levé de la roche, ça. Plus. On commence à refaire la lame en arrière.
Parce que moindrement que ça va bouger un peu plus, bon.
Ouais, mais 6 heures là. Ping, 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 ping. Plus de loup.
Enlève ton Sawzall.
Carrément, on devrait faire juste avec ce bord là. Pour raquette.
On va mettre de la terre qui va.
Ouais.
Essayer de la taper.
Yeah, what we needed was using the car. You'll see a bit further that we were almost there. We almost had cut it all, but the car gave us just the
Oh,
little
it's so heavy.
little bit adventures we
It's
needed.
so heavy. What the fuck? Crissement lourd. Crissement lourd.
Yo, finally! Oh my god. Oh, what 19 is missing?
Missing?
Where's the piece missing?
On peut se la glisser.
It's amazing how heavy that piece of wood was. I mean, I'm almost 250 pounds, 120 kilos, and this thing was at least 150, if not near 200 pounds of wood and dirt. It was super, super heavy.
Tabarnak. Non, tantôt. Là, je vais prendre un break, mais tantôt, je vais attaquer ça.
As usual, thank you for watching my video till the end. Please, if it's not done already, subscribe to my channel. It helps the channel to progress and it makes me happy because I see new subscribers. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys, and come back in a couple of weeks to see the second part of that video on the concrete pathway. Ciao, bye bye.